Now let's get to the second group date. First of all, kind of weird to me that he would have Hannah plan the date. I know sometimes they do have past people from The Bachelor or Bachelorette come like plan a date for them, but it's usually something like, it'd be like if Peter had like Ari back to plan the date. You know, like he would have a different male bachelor plan it, not the girl that just dumped him and now is also single. So one, that's weird. Two, that date itself is awful. If you didn't see it, well, you did see it because why else would you be watching this video? They have to share an embarrassing story about intimate stuff. Would you want to hear your future wife talking about that? That's just a really weird topic, I think, to talk about in that situation. I can get if everyone's drunk at a house party and you're playing Cards Against Humanity and then this topic comes up and so you all share it, like, that makes sense to me. But being told, here's a notepad, so go write down your story, you're gonna share it in front of an audience, and the man you hope to be your future loving, adoring, faithful husband, I don't know. I think that's really weird. That's why I couldn't last on The Bachelor, because I'd be like, sayonara, I'm not doing this. So let's talk about Hannah Brown's emotions. Tell me guys what you think down in the comments below. Okay. Here's the thing. She made a lot of bad decisions while she was the Bachelorette. But the whole process is like 6 weeks. So it's possible that from the time she like did it with Peter in a windmill to the time she was getting engaged, that could have been 3 days in between. Like it literally might have only been 3 days. So it's easy to see how you could make the wrong decision. So like I get that, especially because she thought she was choosing Jed, who ended up not being the person that she thought he was at all. Now, I do think she only chose Jed because she wanted to get into the country music scene. You still think it was kind of like a self-serving, yeah, I was Miss Alabama, now I'll get into country music radio and in that community. So I still kind of think it wasn't like true intentions. I think that was a big part of why she actually liked Jed. So then Jed wasn't the person he said he was, right? She asked out Tyler. Tyler, they go out on one date and then he's dating a supermodel. Shortly after that, Chris Harrison comes out and is like, yeah, Tyler's not Bachelor material, we just have like a certain standard or whatever. Or we, you know, that's great that he's living his life dating, but that's not what we look for in the next Bachelor. So to me, when Hannah said, I didn't reach out to you because I thought you wanted to be the next Bachelor and I didn't know how you were dealing with that, that made sense to me. That made sense that like, okay, she didn't want to jeopardize that if that's what he really wanted. Now, I just think it's dumb when people don't tell each other how they feel. I think if you want to be with someone, you need to tell them, unless it's been like really, really clear that they don't want to be with you. But if you're like not really sure how the situation is, I don't get why people just don't reach out. So I wish one of them would have reached out and thought about it. And I do really wish they could have like met before this whole production thing started, or honestly even on this date when Hannah came and they were like both really confused about it. I truly wish they could have just stopped production, let Peter and Hannah date for a couple weeks in the real world, in real life, to see if that was a thing. Because apparently she moved like 10 minutes away from him, so it's possible that it would have worked out. Or maybe they're just idealizing what they had on the show when there was no real life going on. And maybe once she realized like, oh my gosh, this is what it's like to be a pilot's wife, he's gone this many days or whatever. Or maybe outside in the real world, Hannah is like, I don't know, crazy or like attention seeking. I don't know. That's just the vibe I've gotten from her. But like maybe then it wouldn't have worked out, but then they would have tried and they would have known, and then he could move on with being the Bachelor. Because I think it is really, really messy when there's someone where it's like, yeah, I thought you were my person and I just made a wrong decision and I wish we could try again. That's so messy, like, because you have to go for it, because what if that is your person? So like, I think it's gonna be terrible if she actually comes back on the show. I wish that was not happening, but I wish they could stop production for them to date for a little bit, see if they even work or not, because they might not work, and then they can just know, and he's not throwing away his entire chance to be the Bachelor just to end up with this girl to find out it's not going to work. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, so far, top picks. I do think, shoot, I forgot her name already. Madison, I think, the girl from Auburn that he went on the one-on-one with. I do think she's gonna make it pretty far, like top 3. I think she's super genuine and cool, and he got along with her, and she liked his family, and his family liked her. So as long as they are able to continue dating, I hope it's not one of those things where it's like, I don't know, she gets left out of a group date, then is on a group date, and then another group date, and then his feelings and relationships are just progressing faster with somebody else. Because I do think that his relationship with her, like, I feel like if he met her in real life, that it would have worked out. So I hope that what's supposed to happen does happen, and she doesn't just get lost in the fray. Kelly, I do like her, but I feel like the way they're setting it up, it could happen where she's just gonna turn into a total crazy person and we're gonna hate her. But as of right now, I think she's chill, and Peter seems to like her, so I have high-ish hopes for her. But I don't know. I think the flight attendant Eunice will be around for a little bit. I don't think she'll be around to the end, but I think she'll be around for a couple of weeks. I think Hannah Ann will probably be around for a while, and I think she probably will be the girl that is getting on every other girl's nerves. I think the nurse that threw up, I don't think she'll be around for long. There are a couple other ones who are just giving off really, really weird vibes the first night, and like, I get it, but also this experience is so fast. It is a lot of it based on first impressions and how well you click and connect immediately. So for those ones that were like really awkward, I don't really have high hopes for them either, unfortunately. But we'll see how the season goes. We'll see if Hannah Brown comes back. I think she does, and we'll see how that goes. But anyway, let me know your predictions and your thoughts down in the comments below. I do want to make these weekly videos just so y'all know, and like, I know you know this, but this video it's simply gossiping, you know? It's talking about stuff that doesn't really matter. It's not meant to be hateful or hurtful or anything. It's literally just gossiping and talking about reality television. So please don't take this too seriously. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your top picks down below. Tell me your thoughts on Hannah Ann and Hannah Brown. How do you like Madison? All that. Okay, have an awesome day. Keep your dreaming out loud. See you guys next time. Bye.